Keep it locked right here on the Family Faith Show every Wednesday from 2 to 3 p.m. only on Capuchin TV. Well, hello and a very good afternoon to you, our dear viewer of Capuchin TV, and welcome to today's edition of the Family Faith Show with Miss Suzanne Bulebi. And today we are diving into a conversation that gains a lot of attention, and we are basically going to be talking about the boy child versus the girl child crisis. And in as much as we talk about the boys, we focus on the boys, we also have to ask ourselves, do girls also face crisis too in their lives? And are we balancing this discussion fairly? Because it's not supposed to be about boy child, girl child. We're supposed to view them as equals in the society. And also we are going to talk about some of the challenges and expectations that the boy child and the girl child is facing in the society today. But remember, our dear viewer, if you'd like to participate in today's conversation, you can always send us an SMS via our SMS number 21760, or also leave us a comment on our social media handles, and your message will be delivered. So with me here today, our guest is someone very interesting. He's a priest, he's a counselor, and he's also an author. And without further ado, I'd like to give him the opportunity to introduce himself to you, our viewer today. Welcome, Father.
Yeah, welcome, Susan. I'm happy to be on the show today. You said you have introduced me already. I'm a priest, I'm a counselor, and I'm an author. You see my books here. Be a reason for somebody to believe God is good. You are your father's daughter. You need to know people. So you see all these books, they are focusing on people. And I love people. Even doing a person who does counseling, a person who loves people. And I love studying people, I love looking at people. That's why I'm here to talk about people. I'm sure you talk about the youth. That's why I'm here now. So you can see these are my books. In fact, there's one on the way now. One is on the way. So I have a passion for writing books.
And you must also be very creative to be an author for these books. Okay, so welcome once again, Father. And maybe we could just go straight into today's conversation. And we're talking about the crisis that our young people face today, both the boy child and the girl child. But first and foremost, maybe if you could talk to our viewer today, what do we mean when we say the girl child or the boy child, they face crisis in their lives?
Yeah, I've been here for quite some time, and I think I've been meeting many young people. I was a chaplain of Sarai boys, and I met many boys there. I go there for mass. I used to go to NYS in Naivasha, do mass there. I work in Marera in Moranga Diocese. And I was in Riru, and I love meeting young people. Even when I celebrate Mass and I meet them, I look for a chance to talk to them, to address them. So I think I've met many of them. And I think I've given some talks to some groups of people. And when I have the chance to preach, I always preach to them. And I've been invited many times to give talks. And each time people invite me for talks, they always want to come and talk about the crisis of the boy child. Father, come and give a... I really want to talk to girl children also. They always talk about come and give a talk to the boy child. And then you see that the boy child has been given a name. There's this saying, give a dog a bad name and hang it. So the boy child now has been looked upon, I don't know, they have been stigmatized. Stigmatized as useless, they are weak, they are violent, they are good for nothing. And then in here also, the children, the girl child have been empowered and they feel confident. They have the best schools, well-protected schools, you can see that. And so you can even see it when you deal with the boys. When the boys are with the girls, they have low self-esteem. Some of the boys have low self-esteem. I went to schools, especially to the mixed schools. I like mixed schools. I like mixed schools where there are girls and boys. Because sometimes in this single-sex school where there are only girls, they empower the girls, they teach the girls, empower them. I want the girl and the boy to grow together, because we are meant to grow together and grow up together. We know each other, we understand each other. I'm not saying that the single-sex school is bad, because we will meet with boy and girl, whether you like it or not, even as a priest. You know, you go to a boys' school and you are a boy, you go to a boys' school. When you leave the boys' school and you come to Nairobi, for the first time you see a girl. For the first time you see the girl on the bench. You are not, might be uncomfortable, or you are too instructed because you might know how does it feel like to sit with a girl on the bench. And then that's why you see when they reach Nairobi, they start staying with, they get married. The boys or the girls who never hear a boy talk, they want to go and sleep with those boys. They have to learn to grow together and grow up together. It's just like us, as a priest, you must be able to mix with boys and girls and grow with women. I see in the church, you know, the church is full of women. Most of the church is full of women. And if you are a priest, you have never learned to relate with men. How will you relate with the women at that stage? How will you relate with the women at that stage? So I normally take the chance to talk to the children. I'm very observant. Since I'm a counselor, when I go to do mass in any church, I see the girl children are very, they have a lot of confidence. They can talk, they can express themselves, even come to read, they can read aloud. And sometimes when I go for mass, sometimes I challenge them by asking them questions in the church to see how you can carry yourself, how you can talk. Sometimes it costs me to talk, start making like this, start making like this, making like a bush baby, start making like this. You cannot talk, but when you talk, mostly the boys. You want to read to people in the church, read aloud, how you carry yourself, how you speak. In fact, in this one of my, as a counselor, one of the things as a counselor do when you meet a client, what is it called? Intake, to interview, to give a personal history. In that form, there's a place for mental status examination. Immediately, there's a place you have to look how the person is dressed. How is carrying himself? How does he behave? So it tells a lot. When I meet when I go to school to celebrate mass, I always look at those things, those issues. How this girl is behaving, how he carries himself. Is he shy to come out and talk, to sit? So you see, these are some of the issues that I watch, I take interest in. So I was going to say, this issue of saying that the boy child has crisis, we should stop it. I think we should say children, boys and girls have crisis. Let us stop stigmatizing young people and giving them a bad name and hang them and say that, oh, the boy child has crisis. For me, I think the girl child has more crisis than the boy. Can I talk about it? This is what I came here. I want to talk about the crisis that I've noticed with the girl child. Okay. I'm a counselor, and I see them and analyze. In this my book, I have a passion to study people. I said one of the topic is I like people. It is my hobby. People fascinate me more and more. People are daily adventure. If you really go along with them, people are so astonishing. There are people with questioning eyes, tense faces, people who are suffering, people in despair, people and deeply embittered, people who are not longer capable of feeling joy, people who are no longer alive. This is my hobby. When I see people, I look at you, how you carry yourself, especially how you dress, how you move. So in this aspect, I want to talk about the crisis of the girl child.
And okay, Father, I feel like maybe the society, we've normalized having maybe there's a time where we get the boy child is more empowered, and then there are times you get the girl child is more empowered. And a lot of people might say this happens because the girl child and the boy child have different problems. Like, for example, let me use the example of when we had the gender-based violence cases. So at that particular moment, a lot of people would have said the girl child maybe should be empowered at that time more because they're the ones that undergo this problem a lot more than the boy child. So how can the society then make a balance and ensure both genders are empowered, and we do not talk about having one gender in particular being in a crisis?
I don't know, I have to go to the root of this thing. When did this thing started empowering a boy child? This competition about, because children are supposed to bring up the same. I don't know when this thing started where women liberation, women became thinking that they can do what a man can do or whatever. I think we need to go right to the root and try to understand when did these things, what caused this thing? Where is it? These values from America, when they came now, I don't know, but I mean that in the past, the women are always second class in the society. So I cannot really put the point where this idea of empowering only the girl child and then sidelining the boy child. But I see that we are going to extremes now. We are really going to extremes because, as you see in society now, they are empowering, they are giving a lot of emphasis on the girl child, but the boy child is abandoned. I don't really want to go about that, but I just want to tell what I wanted to focus on is for us to try to desist from that idea of saying that only the boy child has crisis. I want to prove to you that the girl child is having more crisis than the boy child, and we should also look at the girl child. This is why I came here for. I know that the two have the problems. I don't want to start saying remove that idea of boy child crisis, boy child, because I said this because each time when they want me for a talk, they are calling me, Father, give a talk for the crisis of the boy child. And the boy child know that they're already a crisis. When you give tell them you are stupid, you are useless. You really know that are useless. The boy, they will have that environment mentality that they are useless. You get me? So my topic is crisis of the girl child. That's why I came here for, and I want to tell you now. What is this crisis that I see for the girl child? But first of all, my problem, the biggest problem, if I were to write a book now and this time, the biggest disease of our time is lovelessness. We are sick for love. We lack love. We are, if you look at society, we are sick. We lack love. And you can see it everywhere. You can see it everywhere, and this is our age of internet. I want to ask you as a girl, we have a lot of low self-esteem. When I look at a girl, especially when I go to school for masters, in the secondary school, I look at the girl child there, they look very beautiful, very natural. They do their hair like this now, and just play it. It's very beautiful, very nice. I always appreciate that. This is very beautiful hair, very natural hair, and they look so beautiful. I always tell them. But when they leave that university and they come out, I'm not insulting the girls. You see this thing that you tie on your hair, mesh. Some of them do it down there, makeup is down with white, black, yellow, red. And say that is beautiful. Is that beautiful? When you do those makeup, you are telling God, I don't like myself. I don't want to be a black man, because we're looking at the white mentality. You see, they add their nails, they clean this and they add it.
But Father, when some argue they are moving with time, most of them will say time has changed, things are now different.
Moving with time.
Because there are different aspects, maybe in terms of fashion, in terms of, you know.
When fashion is doing everything, you move with them. Are you doing what is right? You are doing what is fashionable, not what is right. So I will tell you that I will normally ask the girls, when you put that thing on your hair, the beauty of a woman lies in the hair. The beauty of the woman is in the hair. I ask you, when you put that thing, do you know that you are telling God that, God, I'm not supposed to be like this? And sometimes when these Muzungus come, they look at us, they laugh at us. Don't like ourselves. Maybe I think this life we're being brainwashed to think that everything Muzungu is good. That's why we want to claim to make our skin light. So this thing that we do and say I'm making this beauty for myself is a lie. You're not making that thing. You want to be noticed. You want to be seen. You want to be appreciated. You want to be validated. And that's why I'm doing those things. That is a sickness. As I'm telling you, I also see boys. You said I'm moving with style. I see boys now with the dreadlocks, all those type of things. If you are doing an interview and somebody come, I meet those type of people. Just check these things. I saw that day they were doing a recruitment for army. They asked tattoo. If you don't have tattoo, you don't go there. I'm telling you, I told you already that mental status examination, when a person comes, look at him. Are the nails? How are the nails? How's the hair? How's the lipstick? How those type of things? You look at those things, you can tell there's something wrong. Something wrong. And then you see, so for me, when I see you with too much makeup, something is wrong with you. Something you are there's no beauty inside. When you are not beautiful inside, you want to decorate the outside. And sometimes the more you decorate the outside, so that the inside is empty. And then you see, so we do these things. I was saying that the girl child has a lot of issues because now in the social media, look at the amount of people who are in the social media, in TikTok, who change their dresses every day, and they put pictures, download pictures for every day for like. That's seeking for validation, whether you like it or not. It's lack of love. When they put that like, you are happy because you are empty. You want people to see you, you want people to notice you. Because if they say that if you are rich, you don't need to go and show off. Some people say, I'm doing that just for myself. It's a lie. There's something that's actually do those type of things. That's a sickness that the girls are having. A sickness. That's a big sickness. That's a crisis. It's a big crisis. And another thing is even dressing. I notice, look at the girls who come to university. You see the way they dress, the way they groom. There's a type of dressing now I see around the university here. This is what is this place called? Even law school here, this Capuchin University. You see a girl with dress and open the jeans like this to show this place. When you look at that, is that guy not sick? Is that not a crisis? Why do you open? You are opening for who? It's not a private. You are opening to show for who now? It's a sign of sickness. So the girls, if you look at it, what the girls are doing, the girls are sick more than the boys. So I want to prove in this aspect. Social media is showing it. What they are doing is showing it. And I'm telling you, they are out there seeking to be validated, seeking to be noticed, seek for love and crying for love. They really cry for love. In fact, social media is the cry for love. Whether I like it or not, don't tell me that I want to do that to please myself. Like, you don't do that thing to please myself. You go out to show, to say that I need this. Not just admit that we need it. I want to go back to the roots. Where these things start from? All of us lack love. We lack love. This is why my book, You Are Your Father's Daughter. You are your father's daughter. This book is very important. To show that the father is very important to the girl child. I repeat this every time. The father is very, very important. Because the father, I told you, the father is the first man in your life. And you need to have a man in your life. You can refuse that, oh, single independent, I don't need a man. We all need, God made us to grow together and to love. Life is for loving. Don't tell me that you don't need a man. I can survive without a man. It's a lie. You need a man. Men and women need each other. We need that. So a girl who has no father, who grows without a man in his life, when he grows up, and for the first time he has a man, he will try to hold him tight, or he wants to do everything to get a man because he never had that type of love. This is a crisis that we all have. And our society is going single. We are saying the boy child has crisis. This crisis can start from their family. It starts from their family, because when their family is broken, society is broken. When you don't have a father and a mother, you admit you have to work on yourself. I'm not blaming you. You have an issue. You are showing it out. So these issues are shown in our girls.
Yeah.
Most of the girls, especially those who grow without a man, as I told you, those who went to school and they went to a single-sex school without seeing a man, they have issues.
Well, okay. The conversation about the maybe girls who grew up without their dads. I mean, we have a lot of single parents today, especially in our society. So some of these things are beyond maybe their control, because maybe when you were born, the father figure was not present. So could you really blame them for having these struggles that they are going through?
To blame the child for growing up without a father? We don't blame them. Why you blame the child? You blame the mother and the father. Blame the mother and the father. The blame goes on because you didn't ask to be born. Something that the house and never asked to be born. But when you when you deliver a child, you have to be responsible. You have to be responsible. You deliver a child, you don't see, and so most of the blame goes to the woman. Most of the blame will go to the woman, because who carries the child belongs to who? To the mother more. Though the children belong to the father and the mother, the child belongs more to the mother, because you are the one carrying in your womb, isn't it?
Yeah.
The first name they call is mother, not papa, and you are always the child. So you will ask the man, when you want to get married, what type of man did you choose? Did you study the type of man? Do you know him? Do you know his background? You get to marry a man, maybe the man also grow without a father. And the man you want to be the father. But after all, this thing about father and mother, how to be a father, I think there's a lady here who talk about school for mothers and school for parents. School for parents. I think most of our parents, they need to go to school, because how do you learn to be a father or be a mother? You become a mother by having a child. Yeah. The first time you learn, no one taught you how to be a mother. The first child you have, it helps teach you how to be a mother. But I think we need to teach people how to be a mother. But before I was talking about before looking for a partner. When you are looking for a partner, what type of person? Do you know his background? How did he grow? Do you know his parents? Somebody also grow without a father, and you get married to him. He doesn't even know how to be a father. And even abandoned. Somebody whose father abandoning him, he also abandoned his own children. Now the cycle continues. Because my father abandoned me, I abandoned it, transfer on to you. So we're not going to blame any child who comes from a fatherless home, but we have to blame the parents. But sometimes we need to also to think about what are you doing as a child if your father abandoned you? Okay. Have you ever listened to the stories to the father and the mother, or your mother has refused to not to talk about that man, not talk about that man? Do you know what is it that caused it?
Okay, and Father, I know you've really emphasized you're here today to talk about mainly the girl child crisis, because you've said the girl child goes through a lot, but you also can't go without mentioning some of these struggles that the boy child is facing.
The struggle that the boy child is facing now already, this trouble now, this stigma. That we say the girl is, the boy child, the girl child is, they're stressing more on the girl child. So the boy child is having a low self-esteem now. They see the girls and they're all empowered, they have chances to study, they have good environment. So the boy child now is weak. I told you from the beginning that when you say, you see a boy, you see a small child, you are stupid, you are useless. Then you believe in bad things, I'm all useless. So these boy children now, they are, as I told you, put the boy and the girl, you will see how the girls are very smart, how the girls behave, how they carry themselves, they are full of confidence. And the more the girls are going up, they are pushing down. Life has been a type of competition now, as competing who is better than the worst, who is better, the boy or the girl. So the boy child has been given this bad name, and they are feeling that low self-esteem. They have to work very hard. And also these girls, the girls they're given the type of spirit that the girl is very important. So they work hard. They work hard, and they work hard not only to for themselves, they want to prove to the boy that you are useless. Even when you get married as a girl, they get that mentality that the men are useless, so you want to work hard to put down the man. You are not working to work together to help each other, but you want to work to show that these boys, and this mentality is instilled in schools. It's instilled in the schools for the students. When I go there, I see this.
Okay, and in regards to today's discussion, if you were to write a book, because as we've mentioned, you are an author, if you were to write a book about today, about this topic of today, how would you put it, or what would you write in that book?
I told you already that I came here to emphasize the fact that the girl child also has crisis, and even they have more crisis than the boy child. I will want to address the issue of the girl child, the problem that they have, and there are too many. The issue that this girl child have, this I forgot the issue of sugar daddies. Sugar daddies that they have. I also look at these girls. When I see a girl, the first thing I look at the phone that you have. I see girls. I see a small girl in university having an iPhone. The phone tells a lot about you. Who bought that iPhone? Your mother? Your uncle? Your father? An iPhone for what? How much is an iPhone for a small girl? University girls have iPhone. So if you want to know a girl, look at the phone. The first thing you look at a girl, what type of phone do you have?
But
so who bought it for you?
Maybe they come from a good background.
Background, so background mouthful. They're not in a background. Even people who have work money cannot buy the iPhone. They will not buy that type of phone. The phone is just to communicate. You see a girl flashing an iPhone, a small girl, many of them. Check the phone that they have, and you ask, you even look at their background, look at their parents. Can your father buy that phone? The man working their money. So I want to advise parents, they check the phones of their children, and they don't even show them. They hide it. They don't move around. When they go out, they pocket it. They go around. They use it. So that's a big issue. This social media thing, I don't know how to control it. This phone issue, this thing is spoiling society.
And speaking of social media, how can we use social media in a positive way to balance this issue that we are having of the boy child and girl child crisis? How can we use social media in a positive way?
We have to. Social media, I don't know how. Social media is that. There are some people who avoid social media totally and say social media is bad. Social media is like this. Life now is on social media.
Yeah, true.
And even life itself is the media. When you move around, you see good, bad things. Everything that you see, they're all there. When I moved around, I was telling you about indecent dressing, rascal, thieves. They're all there. They're all taken to the. So you have to be there and see and know what's happening in society. When you are not in social media, you miss a lot of things. Even me as a priest, oh God.
Welcome back, our dear viewer, and we would like to apologize for that slight technical hitch, but just moving back to the discussion we were having with Father Mark, whereby we were talking about the girl child versus the boy child crisis. And like I had mentioned earlier when we started the show, Father Mark is an author, a counselor, and a priest. And now we would like to maybe switch a bit and talk to Father Mark about how he started his journey of writing books, because clearly we've seen he has written 3 books and there's another one coming. So, Father, I would like to ask you, when or how did you start this journey of being an author, or what inspired you to write the books that you have?
I write from far long time. I don't know, I get interested in reading good things, good stuff. I listen to people who speak well, who talk well, like in Kenya here. A person like Sifuna, I listen to him. He knows, especially Muguna, I listen to him. Onyonka, I listen to him. And during the formation as a priest, the religious priest, there's a stage where you do something called novitiate. That's when intensive, the novitiate is a period where you are initiated into life, and during that novitiate, you stay in the community. You don't go out, you don't write, you don't go out. Anywhere you remain in. You get rooted in the life and in Jesus. You stay in a community like this, no mail, no talking. We did that for 1 full year. And during that time, the master who is with us, he told us to read many books, and summarize. So I developed that interest in reading many books, and even when I read a book, and something strikes me, I have to copy. Or a story, I have to copy and put. So I have that interest. Something struck me, I write it down. And I enjoy it. I enjoy when I see some good stuff, some good material. Even when I read a book, you see, like when you prepare a sermon, when I read a sermon, I can pick a story from that I read long time ago, and then I can relate it to the gospel. You want to give my book, Be a Reason for Somebody to Believe That God is Good. It's a story that I read in the Daily Nation. The story I read in the Daily Nation. The story, Be a Reason for Somebody to Believe God is Good, is the story in the Matato where one mama was traveling in the Matato. He left Karangwara, went in Nairobi town. He didn't have, the fare was 30 bob, and he has 20 bob. So when the Matato was going, the woman mama reached his destination, the tout asked him, give the money. Mama gave 20 bob. They asked me, add 10 bob. Mama could not have to add 10 bob. So the man harassed the mama. People were sitting like this in the Matato. No one cared. So he pushed mama out. Mama fell down on the road, and the Matato came and crushed. When Matato crushed the mama died in the spot. People came out in the Matato and burned the Matato. And then they're asking, the question is, so you were sitting in Matato like this. You could not give 10 bob when his mama was being harassed. So you should be a reason. This is a good Samaritan. That's what made me. And when I started this book, that story came to my mind. That's why I wrote this book. So this interest, it comes like that, and I enjoy it. I enjoy it. I'm not writing even for the money, because people don't even read books, they don't buy the books. When I write it, I feel fulfilled, I feel happy. People don't buy books. So, so my interest in this thing started long when I was doing that formation. And I used to read anything, and I like reading many books. And I have many great authors that I have in my mind. When I listen to them speak, even in the television, you get this. I don't know, there's type of passion in me. The type of, that gives me joy. I don't know why you like people who watch football. I don't do football. I see people who have a passion for something. This is my own passion. You can lock me in this room and give me books and sit here. I can sit in my room there for a whole day and not go out. So long as I have some good books, some good stuff, or listen to somebody talking. So this is how I have this interest in writing. So, and I also like to see, I like to watch people. To see people, I like reading people. I told you, when I see people in a group, I want to see hear what they're saying. So this is my interest. That's why it leads me to write books, and it gives me a lot of joy.
Okay, that's very interesting. And let's talk about the other book, You Need to Know People. Maybe talk to us about it. Tell us maybe what it's about.
No, this book, as I told you, I already read here that I'm drawn to people.
Yeah.
I don't know, they say in Africa, there's a saying in Africa that African people are people-minded. There's a story in this book. We are people-minded. We are not... there's a story in this book I read somewhere. One Muzungu father came to Africa. When he came to Africa, and he was getting old, it was time for him to go back to Europe. When you get old, go and die at your home. So people they wrote and asked him, why don't come back and die he said, you want to die in Africa? Because when you die in Europe, no one will celebrate. In Africa, people celebrate death. You know how the Luo people celebrate death now? They celebrate life, they celebrate death. Africans are people-minded. We are people-focused. You see, Africans celebrate a lot of feasts. We have big feasts. Sometimes they look at us and they wonder what's happening to us, what's happening to Africans. Even we are celebrating people. We dance, we like to be together. But I know this culture is going away, coming away. This culture of I am because we are is just dying out now. People want to be individual, mind your business, individualism. This is our culture inborn. Our culture is people-minded. Where I come from in Cameroon, they say if one person is crying, the whole village is crying. If in Cameroon, in this, I don't know now, things have changed. If you hear somebody beating a drum celebration, just come, bring your cup, you drink. But now you must be invited. So people are individualistic. People build fences around their houses. They want to stay alone. So for me, I like my books are people. I read people. I like to study people. That's why even I do psychology. Psychology, they have interest in human beings. We are like books. Most people only see the cover. The minority read only the introduction. Many people believe the critics, few. So my interest, I need to know people. To know what makes you do what you are doing. What makes you tick. Why are you like this? Why are you acting like this? Why are you behaving like this? And all this is going into your background in psychology. Because the friends with whom you grow, your parents, your father, your mother, your friends, they make who you are. So I like to see as I told you that when I went to school, when I'm going celebrating mass, I see the children who are very shy. Some of them are very shy, some are very confident, some are very bold. You ask them to talk, they are talking. So this is what I'm talking about in this book. That you see these people as a psychology, there's a quote that I read here. I don't just listen to your words, I watch your face. I see into your eyes. I check your body language. I peep into your tone. The tone I'm using a harsh tone. I make note of the use of words. I hear what you don't say. I interpret your silence. So you see, when I see you here, we from West Africa, they say we shout. When we shout, Kenyans are shaking. When they say, I'm insulting, that when you talk like this, you intimidate people, isn't it? This is how we are. I don't know. How did West Africans become like this? So shouting, but the Kenyans are so humble. Kenyans are very gentle and very kind. But you know what happened in Kenya? Don't try a Kenyan on social media. They don't talk. But they will tell you, they will vomit their vibe. Don't fight a war. But when you want to fight a Kenyan, fight him face to face like this. Talk to me. They don't talk. So this is one of the things I discovered here. They can write. They can talk on social media. But in road, we talk them, they are shaking. So you see this, so I want to analyze this thing. No Kenyan. What happened that Kenyans are like this? You didn't know Kenyans. This thing was, you didn't know people. Why is it that Kenyans cannot talk in a matatu? They cannot talk. If you enter a plane with the West Africans, you are shouting. And when we talk, they say that we are aggressive, we are shouting, we insult people. So you need to know Kenyans. So don't come here and when you talk, people withdraw. In fact, it happened to me. Let me tell you a story. I went to Nairobi town. I went to the chemist to buy my medicine. when I entered the medicine store, and then the guy who was serving there, I came and gave my money, and waiting for him to serve me. He left me standing there. People came, was serving. People came, I was serving. He said nothing to me. And when I came back, he said nothing to me. I waited, and I told him, man, we came here waiting. I told like this. People were shocked around me. People were looking at me as if I'd done something bad. I said, but you came me here. And then the man told me that no, the medicine is inside there, you have to correct. I said, why did you not tell me? And when you raise your voice like that, Kenyans are panicking. Look at you, this madman from this crazy boy from West Africa. You have come here to do what now? You see now? So you see, you need to know Kenyans. You need to know them. If you want to come to a culture, you know them. So now I learned to, in Cameroon or wherever, when you enter Matatu, you sit like this. In Cameroon, you will talk, good morning, how are you? But Kenyan society, because of what went behind, what happened to them, you be like this because we are social beings. And one thing I discovered, you know that to make a friend in Kenya is very difficult. To make a friend here. Because how do you begin to make a friend? A friend is a stranger. To make a friend, all friends that you have were strangers. To make a friend, you start greeting. Good morning, how are you? But immediately you greet somebody on the road here, you want to con me, you want to harass me. So making a friend in Kenya is hard. Because in any other places, when you see somebody in Matatu, you just start a conversation. You talk, they talk to you. You talk, they talk to you. Then that's where you start talking. Ask, how are you? But when you talk, because Matatu people are like this. Now the young people now have the phone. You don't talk to me. You put it on your ear like this. Don't talk to me like this. So this is the reason for knowing people and know how their background, how they grow up. Then you can understand how they are behaving that way. Then you know how to relate with them. In fact, it's like about knowing you, knowing me. You need to know people very well. As I also told you at the beginning that to marry somebody, you know them. Don't just see somebody on the road and get married to him. Go see his parents, see his mother, see how his mother behaving with his father and the dad. So we need to go to this thing. It's very important because for me, life, relationship. You don't relate. We need to relate. We need to relate. And for me, relationship counts. You don't relate, you are useless. And then people are saying that independent, you are not independent. We are born dependent, we are dependent in people till we die. These shoes, people be these clothes, people do it. So don't say independent, you cannot bury yourself. You will not bury yourself. You were born dependent on people, they took care of you. So this is mentality, the young folks are coming out, independent, career women independent, they're not independent. We need each other. And boys and girls, they need each other. We need marriage. We need father and a mother. And then now some people say, I don't need a child. And you were a child, and they needed you, and they gave birth to you. So it's a type of mentality that we are spreading now, and the modern generation are coming with this type of French ideas. We are going to hit ourselves on the rock, and then we'll bounce back. You know, when you do these things, and you go, you hit yourself. You will start going back to the roots. When you go back to the roots, where we came from, how life was from the beginning. You see now, this is how I look at life. Okay. So this is the inspiration of my book, and I like my books are people.
And okay, as we conclude on the discussion about your books, you had mentioned earlier that there is another book that you're publishing. Maybe briefly talk to us about what to expect.
I don't expect much. I don't expect much. You know, when you publish, I'll bring it to you now. When I don't want to begin to talk. When you want to do something, do it before you start talking about it. So true. I don't want to talk about it. I'm very excited too. It's a very good book I've written. So with time, I would like to also come here and talk about that new book. We didn't talk about my books today. We can talk about different issues. So I'm happy.
Okay. And okay, as we are about to conclude, what should the society, and to be specific, maybe the parents, what can they do to create a balance between the boy child and the girl child?
Create a balance.
So that we can stop having this, girl child crisis, or what can they do to empower their children?
To change the world, begin to change yourself. When we listen to what we're saying, this good thing that we're saying, start working on yourself. Society is us. So nothing like a parent that will lead. You got to work on ourselves. When you change yourself, society will change. You cannot go out and change. But what we are saying here, people will listen to what we are saying, and they want to put it in practice. They will do it. So they don't want to force some people. It begins working on yourself and changing you, and then changing the family. As I said, that when the family goes bad, society goes bad, and the family is going bad now. And they're trying to preach that family life is very important.
True.
We are born in a family. We need a father and a mother, but now this mentality that we are spreading now, that you can live alone and be happy. This is strange mentality. So that's why I said we go back to the roots. We came, most of all came from father and mother, and our parents, in spite of the problems that they had, they were able to survive. Now, you saw the other day, Sonko went to the house to solve the problem of his daughter now, in his law. I don't know. Is that what is supposed to be done now? I don't know. But our parents grew up. I don't know how we have to handle this issue, but the important thing is that family life is very good. And for me, I always see a person who cannot stay with another person, you are no mercy. A person you can only become a person by admitting to stay, accept me, and accept you. Who have weaknesses. To be a committed father and a committed mother. That's what makes you a man. They say, a committed life is not one. The most important thing in this life is to be a father and to be a mother. There's no job. You can be a lawyer, you can be a doctor, or whatever. The best job is to be a mother and to be a father. That's why I look at life. You cannot be a father and a mother, no matter what you do. You are useless for me. And nowadays, we don't want stress. It's a generation that we just want to enjoy. They call it soft life. People want soft life, no? Just enjoy without working, without stress, no crown, without thorn. No, you want to just enjoy. So this idea, I don't know where the idea came from. I was talking to one of our brothers here. I was telling him, most of us, when we grow up without somebody ahead or uncle to ask for this, because he was telling me how his cousins and sisters are asking for money. Send me this, send me this. I said, we grew up with that. And we went through. We grew up with that. But nowadays, they only want to sit down and ask for this, ask for this, ask for this. When we all die, they will ask those things from who? So we have to work on the family. The only way this thing to go back to the source, the roots. And we have to instill this idea that being a mother is wonderful, being a family is good, and instill the idea in the young people nowadays. You people don't want to get married, you want to be free and independent and happy. And I told you, when you are young, you feel your bodies, you will never get old, you feel that you can do anything. When you get old, they say that the child is a walking stick of the old. When you begin to get old, you need somebody to help you. You go to the hospital and sleep there, you will start getting sick. No one comes. But you enjoy your life, isn't it? So that's why we want to live our life these days now. So that's my take.
Any final words you have?
Yes, I'm not angry because when I speak, people get angry. I say, Father Mark is insulting people. This is how I talk. When my background like this, I'm from West Africa. I love people. When I say stupid, I don't mean that you are stupid. That's a way of engaging people, and I say that because you are close to me. I don't say that to everyone. I understand. So don't get angry. Don't talk like this. Also, you know me. I know that I'm from West Africa. So don't get harsh. Don't get disturbed.
Okay. Thank you so much, Father, for joining us here today and for your impactful words that you've had in regards to today's topic. Okay. So, our dear viewer, that brings us to the end of today's conversation. And what we've taken from what Father has really emphasized is that we should not stereotype and say that we have boy child crisis or girl child crisis. We should look at these both genders as an equals and try to raise them together so that they can be dependent on each other. So that was all from me, Susan Bulemi, and until next time. And just to remind you, our dear viewers, just like I had mentioned earlier, Father Mark has written lots of books, so make sure you go and get them, read them, and see what he has to say in his books. I am Susan Bulemi. Until next time, stay safe and be blessed. Well, hello to you, our dear viewers of Capuchin TV, and welcome to the Family Faith Show, whereby we get to interact with the youth in various ways.
Let's stop judging people according to their tribes.
We present to you fresh perspectives, exciting conversations, engaging debates, Bible trivia discussions, showcasing of talents such as singing, dancing, art, and so much more from guests who keep it real and authentic.
Sasa wewe, nitajuaje hautanihat? In true that human nature, kapasupa, toto.
So buckle up because this season is about to be epic with me, your one and only host, Susan Bulemi. Keep it locked right here on the Family Faith Show every Wednesday from 2 to 3 p.m. only on Capuchin TV.
Maishani mwangu, pokea shukrani yangu kutoka kilindi cha moyo wangu. Asante Bwana.
I have loved you with an everlasting love. Jeremiah chapter 31 verse 3. On 29th November this year, Capuchin TV will join St. Francis Parish, Lower Subukia, and the Wanguna family in celebrating the Silver Jubilee of religious profession of Sister Mercy Muthoni Wanguna of the Missionary Sisters of the Holy Rosary. This joyful celebration will take place at St. Jude's Catholic Church, Lower Subukia, beginning with the Holy Mass presided over by Right Reverend Cleophas Otunga, Bishop of the Catholic Diocese of Nakuru, starting at 10 a.m. Join us live on Capuchin TV and across all our social media platforms as we share in this moment of grace and thanksgiving. Capuchin TV congratulates Sister Mercy Muthoni Wanguna on this remarkable milestone of faith and dedication. Keep watching Capuchin TV, your Catholic identity channel.
Nitakushukuru Mungu wangu kwa moyo wangu wote, kwa sababu umenibariki kutoka tumboni mwa mama yangu. Asante Mungu kwa pendo lako maishani mwangu. Pokea shukrani yangu kutoka kilindi cha moyo wangu. Asante